1 year ago today, 3 little girls were slaughtered. And I use the word slaughtered intentionally. They were slaughtered in Southport by some nutcase migrant. But he was born here, Nick. He was born in Wales. He was born in Wales by 2 migrants, which makes him a migrant. There's no Welsh blood in him. There's no English blood in him. There's no British blood in him. The only thing that makes him British is a passport. A piece of paper doesn't make you British, doesn't make you Welsh. He's a migrant. He's a child of a migrant. So he's a migrant. He's also a nutcase. Have we learned anything from that slaughter? From those riots? From people on the streets? From locking up people for tweeting? Have we learned anything as a nation? The answer is we've learned nothing. The government has definitely learned nothing. We've not slowed down immigration. We've not stopped immigration. We've got more boat people coming over every single day than we have last year. We're still handing out work visas like they're going out of fashion. We're still importing Afghan soldiers. And it's been announced the other day, some of them are Taliban fighters. We are a joke of a country. We really are a joke of a country. We can't protect our citizens. We can't even protect our children. We've had 40 years of industrial gang rape of little white girls across the country by migrants and children of migrants. We can't even protect them. And we can't even protect 3 little girls during a summer school holiday dance session because a nutcase can go in with a knife and slaughter them like lambs. Another 9, 12 were injured. Teacher was badly injured, but 3 died. And what's the government done? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. It's our fault, by the way, because we're racist Nazis, because we don't want mass immigration, so it has to be our fault. In fact, I'll go one step further. We caused it. We made that nutcase do that because he didn't feel welcome here, because he heard online that someone didn't want mass immigration. So he thought, oh, you don't want mass immigration? I'll show you what mass immigration's all about when I kill your kids. That's what he did. And now he's in prison. And we'll be paying 40, 50, 60,000 pounds a year to keep him in prison, if not more. And what's the government done? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. The next atrocity is on its way. We had 4 people stabbed in London. 2 died yesterday by someone who's an immigrant, foreign national. All the time this is happening. Now people are shouting, but Nick, white people commit crime, British people commit crime. Well, of course they do. White people commit crime. Have you seen Albanians? Albanians are European and white. And they're the most likely to be a criminal. Something like 25% of all Albanians in the country are criminals. I worked with a crime agency 20 years ago on tackling an Albanian gang. We were doing some James Bond undercover stuff to get them. I know all about the Albanians, and they're white Europeans. This has got nothing to do with skin colour. Do I ever mention skin colour? No. It's not about skin colour. It's about culture. It's about foreigners. It's about the third world. That's what it's about. British people, English people commit crime. Yes, they do, and we should deal with that. I'm not saying we don't commit crime. We do. We commit some horrible crimes sometimes. But the difference is we have to deal with homegrown crime. We don't have to import more scumbags and import more criminals, do we? We've got enough here. I'm for the death penalty. I'm for 3 strikes and you're out. I'm for building supermax prisons. For white criminals, for British criminals, for English criminals. I don't want criminals. And I don't want to import more criminals. But the next atrocity, if you thought Southport was bad, wait until the next atrocity. Wait until next death. The next bomb. The next mass stabbings. Especially if it involves children. Or women. Just wait. This country is going to explode. And it can be stopped. And it could have been stopped. If this government or the last 10 governments had done something about it. but none of them did anything about it and didn't want to do anything about it. What makes me scream the most at the moment is the Tory party. Every time they release a new policy, we're going to do this if we're in power. Well, you were in power 14 years and you did nothing. Absolutely nothing of worth. You made everything worse. Most of this crap started under them. Theresa May was one of the worst prime ministers we've ever had. Theresa May. She created a lot of this crap. Net zero, stop and search, DEI, all that started under her. But a year ago today, these 3 little girls died, which was a tragedy. And we learnt no lessons from it. All we're doing is waiting for the next 3 girls to die. And that is a crime in itself. The fact we learnt no lessons as a nation. We let these girls be sacrificial lambs and we've moved on, and the government's moved on. Shame on them. Shame on us. Shame on us. A democracy always gets the government it deserves. And have we deserved 30 years of what we've had? We must do, because we keep voting for them and we keep voting for the same parties. Will it ever change? Will we ever have enough? Will we ever stand up and say no more? No more. We're beginning to, aren't we? Can you feel it in the air? The migrant hotel protests. You can feel it, can't you? I go outside now and I'm in any city centre or busy place and I'm chatting to people. The conversation always comes up and I can feel the anger. And unless that anger is subdued by government policy, and I don't mean iron fist government policy, I mean government doing what the people want them to do. Wouldn't that be a great idea? A government that does what the people want it to do. That's what we need. Government hasn't got long left now to stop us turning into a violent basket case. Government needs to change. The people don't need to change. The government needs to change. Sad day. See you soon.